you probably would remember me saying this because you're here during that stream, but I owe you guys those announcements that I was gonna do and stuff with my future content and stuff. So I'm gonna actually get to that. So I'm gonna do that now. Hopefully you guys are excited for some of this stuff. I know I am. So some of these are there's only like two things that will that will have to do with streaming. But most of the stuff's for my YouTube because I really need to get back on my YouTube channel and stuff because without that I wouldn't have my subscribers and stuff. And then it would come over to Twitch. So I wouldn't have my Discord server without my YouTube. So the first thing that's on the agenda here is I know I've talked about it and kind of had little hints and stuff. I didn't really hint that much towards it. I kind of probably outright said it already. But I want to do a podcast and stuff with the rest of the Blues. So it's myself, Spencer, Ty, Goose, Beej, anyone else that would be on there. So you could think of this like a talk. It's a podcast, but it's kind of like in a talk show kind of style. So like I'll have it'll be myself as the host, and then I'll have my co-hosts and stuff with whoever out of the Blues that would join me. So in my head, I'm thinking of kind of having just 4 people on there, counting myself. So it'd be myself, one of the Blues or 2 of the Blues, and then a special guest, or just have all 4 of the main Blues. So that's what that's going to be. It's going to be called the Off-Brand Podcast. I already have an intro done. I was going to show it on stream, but I don't have that set up, so I might show it later on, but I do need to adjust it a bit. So if anything, if you're in my Discord server, I will definitely be putting it there. So just for anyone that wants to take a look. Second thing is, I was going to make I kind of didn't come up with this idea until like a few days before my 10-year anniversary on YouTube, but I'm going to be making a 10-year video of a compilation from my very first YouTube video to my latest. So, it's 10 years worth of content in a span of 4 channels. So I don't know what the timestamp would be on it at all. I'm crunching towards maybe an hour, but I'm not too sure. I don't want it to be too boring, because a lot of my content's still boring, but still, back when I didn't know what the fuck I was doing, it's cringe. It's absolute cringe. There's that. I'm gonna hold off on this one for the very last bit, or 2 actually. So I'm open for this idea, and so I'm not going to be doing it. I'm not announcing anything right now, but I am interested in doing Destiny missions. So, I'll learn how to do all that stuff. I mean, it's not too hard, but it's just a pain because Destiny doesn't have a theater mode. But I am interested in doing that, so if anything, look out for that. Like I said, this is you've heard me call them by this name for a while, but I'm officially saying, myself, Spencer, Ty, and Goose are the 4 official members of our new group called the Blues. We've had a Discord. It was myself, Spencer, and Beej called Blue Team, where we've always called ourselves Blue Team, because we always thought of ourselves as like the original Blue Team, John, Kelly, and Sam. So there's that. So yeah, we're not gonna make a channel now just for the fact that I'm a small content creator, and making a whole nother channel just isn't worth it for right now. But probably in the future, you'll probably see a brand new channel. So the next thing is so there's a lot of videos that I kind of started but never finished, or just when I say there's a shitload of videos that I recorded but never edited, there is. So I'm going to be starting you could call it a series if you want, but I'm calling this the EPSI Recording Vault, or the ERV. And what I'll be doing is I'll be going back to some of these old videos, finishing them up, editing them, and then uploading them. So, like, my Shadowkeep playthrough, like, I only uploaded one episode of that. So, I'll be posting that. Some of my Siege videos and different things like that. Just a whole bunch of stuff that just never seen the light of day. So, those will be coming. So, like I said, videos that haven't been edited are... or that are there or they're released. Server updates for Discord. I know we've talked about this before in another stream, and I was kind of hesitant about it, but I kind of want to do it. But I think I'll be starting to do the purge, like purging some people off of the server just for the fact of they're not active. I know this doesn't sound great, and you know, I'm not too crazy about it, but I kind of want to do it too. But I don't know. This is something I'm probably still going to be thinking about. I don't really want to do it right away. So I might try to, you know, plan it out a little bit better. But that is something that might happen. So if you're in my server, just at least try to, you know, even a hello or how's everyone doing, like that goes a long way. So don't just join just to join and then you don't say a single thing, because there's been people in my server that have done that. There's a... Because I originally made this Discord for my Machinima stuff, so, like, there's one of the body actors that's in there that joined, and he has not said a thing. He said something like when he first joined, and that was, like, a year ago. Or almost a year ago. So it's like, you know, that's, like, something I could say, alright, you know, time for the purge. So, yeah. So if you are familiar with my content on YouTube, you would know I do every year a expansion edit for Destiny 2. So I've done Curse of Osiris, I've done Warmind, I've done Forsaken, and I've done Shadowkeep. So I'm going to be doing one for Beyond Light. I'm announcing this now. Right now, this is probably going to be the final song, but I might change it, but I do like the song. It's going to be Shepherd of Fire from Avenged Sevenfold. So I'm not doing Guns N' Roses anymore, because that was Curse of Osiris and Warmind were both Guns N' Roses songs. Forsaken was a Hollywood Undead song, and then Shadowkeep was Metallica. So I kind of like doing the rock thing, because I like those kind of songs, like the old rock and all. And I mean, Shepherd of Fire isn't that old. I mean, you know, if you like Origins from Black Ops 2 Zombies, and you'll know this song. The next thing is I'm announcing officially that Halo Reach Around will be getting a sequel. It'll be called Halo Reach Around 2 Electric Reachaloo, and it will, of course, be on Halo Reach. And with that, you know, there will be more skits, more stupid bullshittery with the different skits. I am saying this now. If you have an idea of a skit that you want to do, it doesn't, you know, a lot of the skits too that I've been thinking of haven't been really focused on the pros and cons of Reach, and it's just been, you know, funny skits, which, you know, I'll do back and forth with both. But if you have a skit and you want it to be made, say either contact me, or if you make it and you have the final product and you want it to send it to me, DM me on Discord, or I'll give you an email to email me it. I will put it in HRA2, and from now till whatever Halo around, whatever the hell I'll call any of the other ones or anything, you will be allowed to have your skit in the video, and I will credit you for it. So if you have a skit for something like, you know, maybe a Red vs. Blue reference, or an Arby and the Chief reference, or, you know, Rise of the Spartans or something, you can write a script. You could either give me the script and I'll machinimate it for you and stuff, and you could help me find voice actors and make the armors, all kinds of stuff like that. I'll go for it. Or you can make the whole product yourself, and just give me the final video, and I'll either edit it for you, or you just have everything done for me and just give it to me, and I'll put it in the video. If it doesn't make it into one of the videos, maybe if I make another one, I'll put it in that, but we'll see. Hold on, let me get my pencil here. So I believe chat's probably fucking up right now, so sorry about that. So did that. Okay. So here's a serious topic, and I know some people won't be too crazy about this, but so if you didn't know, I was gonna make a Arby and the Chief fan series called Artie and the Six, and it was gonna be focusing two characters, a black and yellow ODST, if you remember that figure from GameStop. It was a GameStop exclusive. His name's Arthur. This is an old series I made on my very first channel that I'm rebooting, and as a little kid, you always want to put your name and everything, so the name stuck, so I didn't want to change the name. And then it also focuses with Noble Six, who is a Noble Six action figure. I'm going to be putting that series on hold for the fact of I feel like I was too ambitious when it came to making Machinimas, and I'm like, I can do it and all. But the problem with this is, so I've been in my house, this new house, for almost 2 years now, and we have so much stuff in our garage with cardboard boxes and different things like that I don't think I'll ever find those figures ever again. And I don't want to make this to an excuse, because I could just simply go out there and look for it. But what I want to do is I would probably buy the figures all over again, because the Noble Six figures on Amazon for $60, which isn't too bad, but that GameStop exclusive ODST is, one, hard to find, but two, is like about $100 to $200, and I would buy it, but my parents aren't too crazy about that, so yeah, so there's that. So I can do the Machinima part of it, I just can't do the live action part of it, so that series is going to be on hold. I'm going to notify the voice actors and stuff. I feel terrible for it too, because they've been in the dark and stuff recently. Like, I work on it, and then I stop working on it. I work on it, and I keep going back and forth. So they're really great people. So I'm very, happy to have such great people helping me with this series by voicing and stuff. So I hope they're not too upset over that and stuff. And, and hell, I mean, just because this is on hold doesn't mean they don't have to work. They're not allowed to work on another project. I have other projects in the work that, that are one-offs or different things like that, they're allowed to work in. So, if I ever need them, hopefully they'll come back. So yeah, that's the state of Artie and the Six for right now. And there's two more things, and then I'll get back to the games, because if you don't know what the hell I'm talking about, this is probably boring as hell for you. So I had this idea, and this is probably going to be a one-off. Like I said, I'm probably going to do a lot of one-offs, just a single Machinima, not going to be a series. So I had an old series called Green vs. Blue. Yes, it was a stupid ripoff of Red vs. Blue. Complete cringe, terrible, and when I react to my old videos, you'll see why I say it's called cringe. Because I made this when I was 11, and I had no fucking idea how to make a video. And it's still to this day one of the cringiest videos I've had. Then I tried bringing it back and call it Green vs. Yellow. Well, that didn't go so well either. So I've had this predicament right now where another person has started making a series called Green vs. Yellow. Well, technically they're allowed to, because I never trademarked it. And, I really couldn't, because it's just a blatant ripoff of Red vs. Blue. So I was going to politely ask them to change the title, but from one Machinima director to another, I didn't know if I was gonna remake it and stuff, so I'm just gonna just let them do their thing and stuff, and I'm gonna make my own thing. So I might still call it Green versus Yellow, like something like Green versus Yellow, like Legacy or something like that and all. And if they say anything, I'll say, I made this before you, like I had this title before you, so you know. I'm thinking of doing a reboot of it, maybe just as like a one-off, like something better, like write it better, keep the old characters, but make it better, um, and keep it in Halo 3 and all, and we'll go from there. The final thing I'm happy to announce: not only will there be a Halo Reach Round 2, there's also going to be a third in the Around saga, and that is called Halo Threesome. Yes, I know, it's a great title. With these titles too, I'm going to try and get away from the sexual jokes and stuff with that, because the Halo Reach Round thing was just a joke between me and Spencer and a couple of the other blues and stuff. But the Halo 3 something, you just had to do it for the title because it's funny. So that'll be in the works after HRA 2. After HRA 2, I'll be working on that, and we'll get that out. So that's all of my announcements. So hopefully, that was worthwhile. And if you guys have any questions, you guys are always open to ask me, either on here or Discord. DMs are always open, so feel free to ask. I'm going to check chat real quick, so just give me a sec.